guys, my name is Candace and I am an East Coast Salon Services core team member. I'm here to talk to you about a fun and fast color technique. As we know, it is the holiday season and we're definitely looking to maximize our clients' experience behind the chair, but to also make sure that we can get our clients into our salons and out of our salons rather quickly. In the past couple seasons, we've been doing a lot of foiling. We've done balayage, we've done some highlighting techniques. Today, I'm going to be doing a block color technique. I really like to do things like this, especially in shorter hair, because it gives you the opportunity to give your client something different, use deposit color, which again, makes things a little bit faster and easier for you, and cut down on their maintenance as well. So today I'm going to be using Magix 10 color. If you haven't heard about Magix 10, this is our 10-minute color line. That's right. So any deposit, any lift that you're trying to do with the permanent color line, it is going to be the span of 10 minutes. So that's it. So I'm going to be using 3 different formulas on her. I'm going to process for 10 minutes and then she's going to be done. So the color choices that I'm going to be using 6.66, which is a vibrant red, 5.62, which is a violet red, and I'm going to be doing her perimeter in 4.0. Let's take a look at her sectioning. So I did triangular sections off of where her part starts to split, or the apex of her head. So I did a front triangle right off from where everything splits. I followed with another triangle next to it. I connected my front with my back triangle, and I connected my opposite side with a triangle on the opposite side. So you've got a 4-quad triangular section. These 2 or complementary triangles, those that are touching, they will be one color and these will be another. Since we're using reds and we're keeping them fairly complementary, they're only a shade off from each other. They're really going to help to accentuate the color, but to also give definition that isn't so black and white. So you'll have movement, you'll have a little bit of dimension in there. It will be very reflective, but it's not going to be, like I said before, white and black or chunky. Her perimeter, which is pretty much everything outside of the triangles, will be the 4.0. Now you have some options. If you wanted to keep her natural underneath, which I may consider doing that, I might just work along her round versus coloring everything. I might like that little peak of natural, or you can do everything in the front, that darker color, and leave her natural cascading in the back, which I definitely think is something I might do. I might really show off the fact that her front is longer. So I'll place that deeper color in through her front and I'll leave her natural in the back. And this is a good option for those that have shorter hair and are getting their hair cut very often. A lot of times when we place color that is much more stark than their natural, when you do a haircut or so, they're faced with having to get that retouched up. So sometimes leaving that natural and allowing the color to speak for the top design of the haircut can be better as far as maintenance is concerned. So we are going to apply these colors just like a basic root retouch. We're going to apply them from root to end. I am going to be using the Fix developer for all of those shades because I am depositing. I'm not needing any lift. Even my level 6 is going to take properly over her natural shade. So I'm going to be mixing equal parts with my Fix developer. I'm going to have 3 bowls of color. I'm going to do my application. I will time for 10 minutes and then I'll be able to rinse and blow dry. So I'm going to get mixing. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I am all mixed up. I have my 3 different formulas. I have my 4.0, my 5.62, and my 6.66. I've also done a little bit of barrier cream and I've used a balayage plastic wrap just so that way I can limit any of the color from spilling over. So I'm gonna start my application in the back. Just gonna move her a little bit. So I really want the lighter, brighter red to really cascade over her front. So the triangle that connects to it would be this one back here. So I'm gonna do the lighter, brighter red, or the 6.66 on this quadrant. These two will be the 5.62. These two will be the 6.66. And this front section that's out of the balayage wrap, that's gonna be the 4.0. So I'm just gonna start with outlining the triangles in each of the shades. I'm gonna mix these bad boys up a little bit first. Because Magix 10 is so pigmented and does process quickly, a lot of times I don't like to have things pre-mixed, just because with Magix 10, every minute counts. Okay, so I'm gonna outline my triangles as best I can. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way first. I do get a really nice creamy consistency with Magix 10, which really helps get thorough saturation. Because this is a color technique that relies on different shades, I'm not going to start from the top and drape that hair over. I want to try to be as neat as possible, and since I have my balayage wrap, I'm going to actually start from the bottom of each section and work from bottom to top. Therefore, I'm layering the hair that is already colored on top of itself. A little tricky here with these shorter pieces. So again, I have that nice protected barrier. You can see some old red that this mannequin had. So that was another reason why I chose the colors that I chose. So her old shades will kind of peek through and work with the colors that we're using. So I'm gonna start my 10-minute timing once all of the quadrants are applied. So that way I get even processing. And I'm just making sure that I get my outline really well. Since I'm using some different shades, I'm gonna wipe my hands off, and then I'm going to work with the 5.62. Which is this bowl here. So again, really good creamy consistency. I'm going to outline my triangle first. You can also put a foil underneath. You can line these in foil as well. I do like the balayage wrap because it is a lot easier to stretch and it will stick very well to color or lightener. Now, once I get to the front, I will do the bang area or the fringe area with my deeper shade of 4.1. And then to keep that separate, I'll place a foil over top or another piece of my balayage wrap. And then I will continue with my triangle just above that with the 6.66. So I'm just doing basic color application here. And you guys can see this quadrant here, almost how the oxidation of the color is already happening. So we've talked about Magix 10 before and how quickly it works. And remember that 10-minute time frame, that's what you have. All right, guys, so I'm gonna finish the application. I'm gonna start with the fringe area, and then I'm going to apply my 6.66 to this triangle and my 5.62 to that. Once I'm fully applied, I'll come back and show you what it looks like, and then we'll talk about processing, rinsing, and we'll see the overall finished look. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, she is on and she is cooking. So I placed her dark or 4.0 in the front in a foil just to keep everything protected. Her front fringe area that's draped over is the 6.66. And you can actually see the differences in the two shades as they're oxidizing. So this is gonna be pretty cool. I'm going to let this process for 10 minutes and then we're gonna rinse and take a look at the finished product. See you in 10.